Greetings. Allow me to first apologize for this interruption. I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of everyday routine, the security of the familiar, and tranquility of repetition. I enjoy them as much as anyone does, I suppose. I thought we could mark this November 5th, a day that is to be remembered, by taking some time out of your daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak. I suspect even now, orders are being shouted into telephones, and men with guns will soon be on their way. Why? Because words stay with you like music. Words have power. Words offer the means to meaning, and to those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. The truth is that there's something terribly wrong with this world, isn't there? Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression, and where once we had the freedom to object, to think and speak as we saw fit, we now have censors and systems of surveillance, persuading our conformity and making us all slaves to useless money-bound systems. How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know why you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? War, terror, disease. There are a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason, to rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic, you turned to the news, the government, television for answers to help you shape your ideas about the world. The governments of the world have promised us order. They have promised us peace. They have only failed. They have only brought more death and destruction. They have consumed and exploited our vital resources in order to destroy other communities around the world, in order to steal their vital resources. This system has failed to accommodate a safe and healthy world for everyone, and the time is now to take back our world. I don't want to be president. It's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I want to help everyone if possible. No color or race treated differently. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's a lot of room for everyone, and the good earth is rich, and we can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful. But we've lost the way. Greed and money have poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, misled us into misery and bloodshed. We've developed speed, but we've shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives us abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and we feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. The internet and cell phones have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cry out for the goodness in men, cry out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching billions throughout the world, billions of despairing men, women, and children, victims of a system that make men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The society that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of real human progress. The hate of men will pass and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. As long as men die, liberty will never perish. Militaries of the world, don't give yourselves to these brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, tell you what to think and how to feel, who drill you, diet you, and treat you like cattle, use you as human drones. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You're not machines. You're not sheep. You're men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You do not hate. Only unloved people hate. The unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery. Fight for liberty. The kingdom of God is within man, not one man, nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power, the people to create these machines, the people to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make life a wonderful adventure. In the name of democracy, let us begin again. Let us use this power. Let us all unite. Let us make the movement for a new world, a decent world that will give men a chance to work with families and communities, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, evil men have risen to power, but we know they lie. They don't fulfill their promise, and they never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with money and greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead us to all men's happiness. Last night I sought to end that silence. Last night I destroyed $1 billion to remind this country of what it has forgotten. Money is an unnecessary evil that has plagued our world for far too long. We have let it consume us and destroy our home. More than 400 years ago, a great citizen wished to embed the 5th of November forever in our memories. His hope was to remind the world that equality, justice, and freedom were more than words. They're perspectives. So you've seen nothing. And if you've seen nothing, if the crimes of this government remain unknown to you, I would suggest that you allow the 5th of November to pass unmarked. But if you see what I see, if you feel as I feel, and if you would seek as I seek, then I ask you to stand beside me 1 year from tonight and join together to peacefully stop using money and remove all federal and world governments from authority. Police and military, weapons down, hard hats on. Time to get involved and use your skills to help build a better community wherever you are. Everyone else, stop going to your jobs that do not benefit mankind. Instead, use your time to join with your communities to build farms and homes using only resources that are renewable. Let us build a renewable train system to transport people and goods around the world at no cost. Let us all communicate and build together with love and appreciation for what we create. We can use the internet to communicate and locally govern ourselves. Anyone who would like to speak on the behalf of their communities, we need you to get together and set up secure voting websites for every member of your community to log in and vote for whatever your community needs to sustain itself. We also need secure voting sites for everyone in the world to vote on global and ecological issues. It is unwise to allow the world or any city to be governed by any one person or small group of the same people year after year. Instead, let us all take part and rotate random community members into focus groups designed to keep the voting systems honest and accurate. Most importantly, we cannot kill anyone. Violence is unnecessary during this transition. Together we can give them a 5th of November that shall never, ever be forgotten. Humanity, in the name of true democracy and diplomacy, let us all unite.